साथीहरु नमस्ते। म लेखक तथा प्रशिक्षक दिनेश मणि शर्माको तर्फबाट यहाँहरुलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु मेरो युट्युब च्यानल TSC बुस्टअपमा। साथीहरु, शिक्षक आन्दोलनमा बिजी हुनु परेकाले करिब 1 महिनापछि यहाँहरु समक्ष फेरि म उपस्थित भएको छु। यस बीचमा माध्यमिक तहको प्रथम पत्रको नतिजा प्रकाशित भइसकेको छ र आधारभूत तह अन्तर्गत निम्न माध्यमिक तहको पनि यो ज्येष्ठ 17 गते परीक्षा तोकिएको छ। माध्यमिक तहको प्रथम पत्रमा नाम निकाल्न सफल हुनुहुने सम्पूर्ण साथीहरुलाई हार्दिक बधाई भन्न चाहन्छु र सेकेन्ड पेपरको तयारी राम्रोसँग गर्नुहोला भन्ने शुभकामना पनि व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। साथीहरु, निम्न माध्यमिक तहसँग सम्बन्धित भिडियोहरु मैले अब केही दिनपछि राख्दै जानेछु। आज चाहिँ म यहाँको समक्ष माध्यमिक तह अन्तर्गत इंग्लिश सब्जेक्टको चाहिँ एउटा मोडल क्वेशन आन्सर लिएर उपस्थित भएको छु। आशा छ माध्यमिक तहको अंग्रेजी विषयको चाहिँ परीक्षा दिन लाग्नुभएका साथीहरुलाई यस भिडियोले पक्कै पनि सहयोग गर्नेछ। यहाँहरुको रचनात्मक सुझावको अपेक्षा गर्दछु र कृपया यस भिडियोलाई अन्तिम समयसम्म हेरेर लाइक, कमेन्ट तथा सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु हुन पनि हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु र यहाँहरुले कस्तो खाले भिडियो बनाइदियोस् भन्ने चाहनुहुन्छ यस कुराको पनि कमेन्ट बक्समा कमेन्ट गरिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध। Okay, so once again I would like to welcome you in my YouTube channel TSC Booster. So dear friends, today I am here with a model question answer. It is from Unit 5. The Unit 5 is about the overview of English language curriculum of secondary level. So the question goes in this way. Okay, I have selected one question from this unit, that is Unit 5. The question is like this. Briefly explain the features of current secondary level English curriculum. So it is one of the important questions from the examination point of view. So while dealing with this question, first of all, we have to give short introduction. That is in the opening sentence. So our answer should start with one or two, introductory sentences. So for this question, we can start the introductory sentences, in this way. For example, the current secondary level English curriculum has been developed in line with the spirit of the national curriculum framework for school education 2076. So the present, secondary level English curriculum is fully based upon the National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2076. So we have to mention it first. Number second, it is a competency-based curriculum. It is a competency best curriculum. So in this way, I have written two sentences, as the opening sentence. So it's all about the opening sentences. Now, after this, we have to add one, linking sentence in order to hit the question. For example, in the next para, the underlying features of the curriculum are the underlying features of the curriculum are listed below. Okay, it's all about the opening sentences and the linking sentence. Now we have to list down. The features of the present, secondary level English curriculum. So, what are the features then? The features are, like this. Number first, it has a set of 9 competencies altogether. It has a set of 9 competencies. Number first. Number second, skill-wise, the learning outcomes. The learning outcomes of each grade are defined. Okay, skill-wise, the learning outcomes of each grade are defined. If you see the curriculum, you can find it. It is, one of the features. Number third, it talks about the language functions too. So, language functions of each grade are, presented. Language functions of each grade are presented with, appropriate structures. With appropriate structures. So it is the third one. Under number 4, we can say that, there is the elaboration matrix. So a detailed elaboration matrix, has been developed. Detailed elaboration matrix. A detailed elaboration matrix has been developed. Now number 5. Under number 5, we can say that it talks, it emphasizes on, learners' autonomy. So it, emphasizes on learners' autonomy, ICT. Similarly, it talks about the, diversity, in resources. So under number 5, we can say that it has placed particular emphasis on. It has placed particular emphasis on learners' autonomy, okay, ICT use, and presentation of diversity in resources, and presentation of diversity in resources and so on. It is, another feature. So it focuses on learners' autonomy, ICT use, and there is a diversity in resources. Similarly, it has suggested teaching and learning activities. So suggested teaching and learning activities are given. Under number 6, we can say that suggested teaching and learning activities. Suggested teaching and learning activities are given. If you go through the curriculum, you can see, varieties of, teaching and learning activities being suggested, to the teachers. So it is another kind of feature. So it is another feature of, this curriculum. Similarly, both internal and external assessment is highly emphasized. Under number 7. So now we have to talk about the, assessment. So both internal and external assessment. Both internal and external assessment is highly emphasized. Is highly emphasized. So for internal assessment, there are areas and sample tasks. For internal assessment, there are areas and sample, tasks. There are areas and sample tasks. Areas and sample tasks, have been presented there. They have been suggested. Similarly, for external, assessment, similarly for external assessment, there is similarly for external assessment, a test specification chart is suggested. A test specification chart is suggested. So, the curriculum talks about the internal assessment and external assessment. Under internal assessment, there are areas and sample tasks being suggested to the teachers. Similarly, for external assessment, there is the test specification grid. With the help of that test specification grid, students are being tested. Similarly, under number 8, so the curriculum has totally defined the role of a teacher. What should be the role of the teacher then? It is clearly, defined in the curriculum. So the role of the teacher is defined. The role of the teacher is defined as a student needs analyst. As a student needs analyst, a guide, a coach, a facilitator, and accessor, and material developer. Just see what are the roles of the teacher. The teacher has to perform the role of, student needs analyst, a guide, a coach, a facilitator, an accessor, and a material or resource developer. So these sorts of roles have been assigned to the teachers. So we have to be very much careful about it. So it is one of the most important features of present curriculum of secondary level. So these are some of the features of the secondary level English curriculum. Okay, after listing these features, finally we have to write a very short conclusion. We have to end our answer with a short conclusion. If so, how to conclude or how to end the answer there? We can conclude the answer in this way. Insert, next paragraph. Insert, it is communicative. It means curriculum. It is communicative, functional, and competency based. Insert, it is communicative, functional, and competency based. It is based on language and content integrated it is based on language and content integrated system. So it is the conclusion. So dear friends, for this question, we have to answer in this way. So by following this idea, you can solve, other questions as well. I hope, you will find this video very much useful. Thanks for watching the video. Finally, I would like to request you for the constructive, suggestions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching the video.